I think we're recording now. This is CS1124 video 10, and I got ahead of the game a little bit. I went ahead and typed some stuff in just to save some time. I've already got my header block of comments here. This, by the way, is to illustrate using graphics objects and hex colors, and I'm going to make a stoplight, or at least that's the plan. So I call it stoplight.py, and you've seen this before from graphics. Import everything. The star's a wild card. Says that we want the circles and the points and everything you got. So from graphics, bring it all in. The main program starts with def main, and then we call it at the bottom main. Before we can do anything, the first step in just about every one of the graphics programs has to be to set up a graphics window, and I'm just going to call mine GW for short. We're on a first name basis here. GraphWin is the type of object. And anything like that. Now on the Mac, it gives you all this helpful stuff. On the PC, I noticed it doesn't do that. I don't know why the difference. Maybe the Mac has more stuff you can do. But anyway, it wants a title, and my title is just going to be stoplight or traffic light or whatever. And it wants a width, which will be width, surprise, surprise, and a height, which will be height. And I really, really strongly recommend that you use the symbolic constant approach so that you can use those later on. And the symbolic constant approach is you set up variables that are all in capital letters, meaning do not touch. You set them once and then you don't change them again. And I'll make mine 750 since I don't think I've used that before. And I'll make a height of 500. So there we go. GraphWin. And what else do we need? Well, I'll go ahead and do the stuff down at the bottom. Well, I'll put a comment here. Wait for the mouse click. Wait for, there could be several, so I'll wait for a mouse click to exit. And that'll just be something like GW for graphics window dot get mouse. That's how we make things stop. And remember, the get mouse, you're going to want to use that in a different way. If I had said this, P equals get mouse, then P would be a point object that told me precisely in my graphics window where the mouse was clicked. Extremely useful for project 3. Get mouse, and need to clean up the mess with a destructor, gw.close. And I probably want to, I don't know. I'll just leave that for now. I'll just run this to see if I've got any typos already. Save it. Yeah, okay. And there it is. It says stoplight up here, and I'm assuming this is 750 by whatever I said. 750 by 500, and it's probably waiting for me to click the mouse, so I'll give it what it wants and click the mouse, and the window goes away. Okay, so at least now we have our blank whiteboard to work on. Here's the plan. I'm going to make a traffic light that's really just going to be a circle that is filled in with red for stop and yellow for caution or slow down or speed up, depending on your religion, I guess, and green for go. So I need to put a circle in the middle and my light center. To put a circle in the middle, if you recall, if you've done this, then you've got to make a point object first. So that's what I'll do, point. And I want this to be smack dab in the middle. So there I can parameterize already. Width divided by 2. Height divided by 2. In project 3, I do recommend that you at least experiment with the width and height that are different from each other. I think the example program I ran in the earlier video, it was a square, 500 by 500. The risk in that is if they're both exactly the same, then you can't tell if you're using those right in formulas where you need to use width and height. In other words, if you start off with a square and then you change one of them to 800 and leave the other one 500, then all of a sudden your rectangles might not appear in the right place. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, then give that a shot and see what I mean. Now, okay, I've got the, shut up talking and get stuff going. I've got the center point, I need the radius. Not the radius, but the radius. Oh, good heavens, not the radius. Radius. It's late for me. It's after 7:30. My brain is fried. My radius, I want this traffic light to be half the height of the screen. So the radius would need to be a quarter of the height of the screen. Height divided by 4. Or so I think. I guess we'll find out on all this stuff, won't we? And then I'll just call my light a light. And that's going to be a circle object. And I've already got the center point set up, light center. And I've got the radius set up. What could be simpler? Probably a bunch of stuff. My typing could be simpler. That must be so frustrating for you. I apologize for that. And if I want to see it, I got to draw it. That's the step that I'm most likely myself to leave out. I don't know about you, but I get all this set up and then run it, and I don't see anything. So I got to draw it in the graphics window, GW. Now the get mouse will actually serve a purpose, and it will wait until I click a mouse before it goes away, and stop. Command S on the Mac will save it and run it. Just get rid of that pesky box. There it is. There is a traffic light. I want the traffic light to be more dramatic, so I want it to be really bold. I'm going to change the width right before I draw it. Light dot set width and 20. And Command S and run. You're just going to have to bear with me. This is trial and error here. You know what? That's not bad. I think I'm going to make it even thicker than that. This is a traffic light, darn it, and we want to be seen. Run module. Okay. Oh, that is pretty bold. That's going to be a hard traffic light to ignore. Okay, so back over here. Let's see. I want to tell the user, put a comment. Tell the user to click to change colors. Actually, I think I want to set a color initially rather than just leaving it white. So I'll go ahead and do this. Light dot set fill and some color. Whoops. And that big fat outline, I'm going to make that a color too. Light dot set outline. Now, you know what? I'm not sure. There might be like light gray I could put here and dark gray here, but that's not why we're here for. That's not what this example is about. Let's all go to the web, shall we? All this is supposed to be about hex colors. So let me just do a Google search for hex colors. And there's a bunch of them right there. Look at this. Red is FF. Look at that. RGB 2500. They show us more than one way. All this business here, FF and then a bunch of zeros, is bright red. Maroon is dark red. Red only 128 and so forth. And there's no possible way we could go over those colors. I'm going to go to this website. Maybe that's where those came from. Ooh, fancy. Okay, got it. Whatever that was. I bet I just clicked my life away. Oh, look at this. Oh, my goodness gracious. Oh, wow, color chart. Okay, I'm going to stop. Well, no, I'm not. I'm going to see what else is here before I go back up. Look at all this. They gave funny names to some of the different reds. Now, look at this. This is actually an interesting site to look at. Up here, this red right here, you can tell it's going to be a red because look at the red component compared to the other two. A bunch of red. It's maxed out. And then a little bit of green, a little bit of blue. And in hexadecimal, it turns into that 6-digit hexadecimal code. Like there was in the video, and I'm going to stop saying like there was in the video. You've already seen the video. You know what I'm talking about. So this is the hexadecimal internet color, computer color equivalent of this RGB value. And this is what we would have to put in quotes if we wanted that red. And I might just use that for my stoplight. We'll see. But for now, I am in the market for a gray. And I think I want a light gray. So I click on that. And nothing's happening. Well, okay, let me see. Yeah, I can hear you yelling over the web. Something is happening. It's up here. Okay, this is dark gray. And it's just kind of a medium. It really is about medium all the way through. R, G, and B are all about the same. Hexadecimal, oh dear. Let me see if I can copy that. Edit, copy. Now I'm going to run back over to my Python code and make that the set fill. Cross your fingers for me. And Control V, paste. No. Edit, paste. Well, I don't know. That looks suspicious. I don't trust it. I'll just type it in. Let me get Safari up here. There, it's there. I should be able to get both of these on the screen at the same time, don't you think? No, this thing's in the way. Get that out of the way temporarily. Now I can see it. Yeah, you'll be a lot more adept with this than I am. It's got to be a string, so it's got to be double quotes. Got to have the pound sign to show that it's hexadecimal. 7O, 7B, 7C, double quote. That doesn't look like a color, but it is. It's that dark gray there. And you know what? I don't want that to be the picky me. I don't want that to be the inside. I want it to be the outside. So I'll cut it and put it down here. I know it doesn't matter. It matters to me. And I'm the one doing the demo. So you're just going to have to live with it. Okay, where did I get that? Anyway, I want a light. No, I don't. I want a super dark gray for the outside. That's so dark it looks black. That's different, isn't it? Yes. Oh, look how little those numbers are. RGB. Those are toned way down. 2E4053. Let me see if I can just remember that. Well, I don't have to. Now it stayed up. Pound sign 2E4053. And yeah, that's enough. Let me run this through the machine. Command S to save. And run module. Look at that. Oh my goodness. That's perfect. Perfect circle. Dark gray on the inside, light gray on the outside. Exactly what I wanted. Now then, where were we? Tell the user to click to change colors. Okay, so the user doesn't want their stoplight to be gray all the time, so we need to tell them what they can do to fix it. Message, and you did this in Lab 9. I think you set up a text object. And a text object, it wants a point and a text. I need to make a point, don't I? Message, MSGP. Message point. And let me see. It needs to be the center of the screen. So that needs to be point object at X and Y. So the center of the screen is going to be width divided by 2. And drop down just a little bit, not a whole lot. I'm not even going to parameterize that. I'll just make it a 10. And if that shows up in the wrong place, I'll just go back and change it from 10 to something else. Okie dokie. So there's message, and I'm going to put it at message point, MSGP. And my message, finally, mercifully, click to change color. Not check, click to change. Oh, change color. Yeah, I should have probably waited till tomorrow morning and all caffeined up, but too late now. Already started it. And I got to make this show up. Message, draw, partner, and we want to put it in the GW, the only window we got. Graphics window. Now, it says click to change color, but it's not going to change color. It's going to quit. But I'm still just going to run it just to make sure. Command S and then run. Run module. Whoops. Did I go too fast? Let me see. It drew it. Oh, then it should have said, I might have even said that and I didn't see it. Did you see it? Run module. There it is. Oh, it's a lot smaller on this than it is on a PC. I'm used to working on a PC. I probably do need to increase the Y coordinate. Move that down just a little bit. Okay. 20. And I'll save it and run it real fast. I know you're in a hurry. You're going to have to stop, though. There's a stoplight. There. Click to change color. Okay. Now that we know how to find colors, we could just go to town. And you know what? I'm going to let it go through 2 cycles. After the user does that and clicks to change color, I'm going to start a loop. Loop through 2 stoplight. Am I calling it stoplight? I am, not traffic light. Yes. 2 stoplight cycles. CYCLES. In other words, I want it to go, we'll start it on green. Green, yellow, red, and then green, yellow, red again. So if I wanted to go through that twice, I can set up a for loop, can I not? for I in range 6. That'll go through 1, 2, 3 for the 3 colors, and then 1, 2, 3 again for the 3 colors. Now then, how's it going to change? We've got to set the colors. We already got the light, and I need to set the color to something else. Set fill. Now, it's going to go through exactly the same colors. If I go ahead and put the quote, pound sign, and if it's going to be green, then it's going to have a real strong green component. But I'm not going to do that. What I'm going to do is actually make, I'm going to make a constant list of colors up here for it to cycle through. And I'll show you what I mean. Just watch. Stoplight, underline is valid, colors equals, and then I'll make a list and put all of my hexadecimal colors in here, whatever they may be. And you can help me remember. Fortunately, man, I don't know how I did that, but I'm glad I did. That's still on the screen. I'm going to put a green. Blah, blah, blah. That's a good stoplight green, isn't it? And now I know what. Well, it didn't do it again. There. Okay. Hexadecimal 16A085. 16A085. It is right there. I don't have to memorize it. Pound sign 16A085. Okay, so that'll be the first color. That's the green, and then I need a yellow. And let me go shopping for a yellow over here. The yellows don't look very yellow, do they? But that's pretty yellow right there. RGB. Apparently yellow is a lot of red, a lot of green, and a little bit of blue. Who knew? F7 DC6F. Again, I don't need to remember that. It's right there. F7 DC6F. Okay. And then red. That was green, right? Green, yellow, and I need red. That is red. That's the red right there that I want. E7 4C3C. Hexadecimal, pound sign. E7 4C3C. Now, just going through 2 cycles, what I'll do, I'll take a shortcut. I'm just going to highlight all of these, hold down the shift key, and move the arrow across to get them all highlighted. And I know they're hotkeys, but I don't remember what they are. So I'm going to go up here to Edit, Copy. Oh, it was Command C. Makes sense. Over here, do Edit, Paste. And then all of a sudden, I've got 6 colors. And it went off the side of the screen. So let me make this a little bigger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There they are. There's all 6 colors that I need for my cycle through the stoplight. Now watch what's going to happen down here. For I in range 6, here's the thing about a list. You might remember this, maybe you don't. These list elements, even though it's not shown here, they have a number or an index inside the list. This is color number 0, color number 1, color number 2, 3, 4, 5. How does that sound familiar? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, that's exactly the values down here that the variable I, is going to be as it goes through this for loop. Because range 6, it doesn't go up to 6. It's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So watch what I can do. Watch what I can do. I can do set fill and choose one of my stoplight colors. Stoplight, underline, colors. And then I say which one I want. Well, I want 0 the first time. Oh, wait, I don't want 0 every time. I want it to be 1 the second. I can't do that. It'll be 1 the first time. Oh, you got me. It's I. The first time through, I will be 0, and it will choose color number 0. The next time through the for loop, it will be 1. It will choose color number 1. Rapidly, we see a pattern developing, yada, yada, yada. At least that's the plan. We'll see if it does or not. And, of course, I want to be able to see it before it goes through the loop again. So I got to say, Mother May I, and do the GW.getMouse. Actually, it might be interesting to do it without the getMouse and just watch it go through all those colors as fast as it can. But, again, in the interest of time, I'm going to see if this will do the trick. Let me see. This window just does not want to fit on this little bitty screen here. So all I've got is a little bitty for loop here. And all it's going to do is change the color cycling through all the colors up here one at a time. Each time, it's going to wait for me to click the mouse so I can see the color before I do the next one. Run module, cross your fingers for me. I haven't gotten any red error messages. Oh, look. Well, you know what? I wanted it to stop on gray, so I'm going to stop that. I don't even want to continue. Why didn't it stop? Why didn't it stop? Why didn't it stop? Because I took a get mouse away? Didn't I have a get mouse earlier? Maybe I didn't. After it draws the message, it needs to stop. Stop. GW.getMouse. Because I want to see that gray that I went all of the trouble to make first. Okay. Run. Run. Okay. Ah, there. Now, we haven't done anything yet. I got to click to change the color. Green. Go. That doesn't look very good green, but I'll stick with it. Yellow. Slow down. Or speed up. Red. Stop. Now, I should go through all that again. Keep your fingers crossed. And it's green again. And then it's yellow. And then it's red. And then mission accomplished, except it doesn't really tell me how to get out of here. It's almost like telling the user what a sentinel is. I think probably we need to change the message text, don't you think? Massage dot, well, let me see. Message set text. Does anybody remember? Yell it real loud, maybe I'll hear you. We'll see. Click anywhere to quit. Now, all that's going to do, I hope, is change the message of the text that I've already got up here that says click to change color. I guess I should make it capitalized like that one up there to make it look official. We want to be as professional as possible with all this stuff, even though we are operating under extreme circumstances here. Command S, run module, and here we go. Try it again. Okay. Changing color, changing color, changing color, changing color. And it says click anywhere to quit. At the stop. It makes sense, doesn't it? What else? You know what? You've got to do outlines of rectangles. I'm going to also do outline colors. And change those as well. Outline colors, I'm going to make a list of those. I know it's got to start like that, so I might as well get that going. Let's say that the green, I want a really dark green as its outline. That is pretty dark green. That is too dark. That's pretty dark. 25, 1, I'm not going to use those. What am I talking about? 19, 6F, 3D. 3D graphics. 19, 6F, 3D. And I remembered that without even looking. Okie dokie. And another quote and another pound. And let's see, that was for the green. For the red, I want a dark red. 922B21. It even kind of rhymes. Maybe I can remember that. 922B21. Now let's not drift too far away from intuition. Let's see if we can understand why that's likely to be it. Well, it's easier if you look at the decimal equivalent over here. If you split up that into chunks of two hex digits each and convert to base 10, then you get a red component. Look at that. The red is 146. Even though that's not bright, that's only about half brightness, it's much more red than it is green or blue. There. Now it makes intuitive sense. And while I'm here, whoops, that was red. I need a dark yellow, and I didn't get that. Dark yellow. Dark yellow, B7950B. 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 Pound sign. B7950B. Did I get it? That'll be close enough, even if it's wrong. Now then, that's the dark yellow and then the dark red. And just so that mix things up, because it gets boring if we see the same thing over and over, I'm going to go the other direction and do light colors for the outlines the second time through. How about them apples? That's apple green. I'll use apple green. A9DFBF. Pound sign. A9DFBF. You know what? I just realized. DFBF. It's ridiculous for me to be so careful about memorizing the colors, because as long as you're in the ballpark, I mean, you could type in any hexadecimal number you want here, and it's going to be some color. It might not be an exact match for one that caught your eye over here, But that can be DF or DE or DD or whatever, and it's going to look almost identical to the color that's shown up over here. I mean, these colors, once you get to colors that are only 1 or 2 bits apart, they are very, very similar to each other. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. What was that? That's green. Now I need a light, well, yellow's already light. That is a light yellow there. Look at that. It's almost like yelling in all capitals here. FC, F3, CF. Pound sign. FC, F3, CF. And again, no reason to be so careful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more. Red. I need a light red, also known as pink. I don't know if I want to put pink on there or not. There, that's light red. F194. I don't have to remember. That's going to still be on the screen. Okay. Double quote. Pound sign. F1948A. This is a lot of typing without checking. That always makes me nervous. I wish I had saved and run it before, but I didn't. So here I am. And let's just run her through the machine, see what happens. Now, oh, well, it's not going to change down here, is it? Because in addition to set fill, I'll have to do the set outline. Set outline. And again, I'm not going to set outline to a specific color. I want it to cycle through all of my different outline colors here. Outline, underline, colors. And every time it goes through and changes the value of I from 0 to 1 to 2 to 3, I want it to choose the corresponding outline color. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we'll see if it does that. Save, Command S, and run. Run module. Cross your fingers again. The gray, maybe we should just wait to admire the gray. I'm a little cautious about going further. Let's see. That looks good. Medium green inside dark green. These colors are really cool on my screen. I hope they're on yours. There is yellow with dark yellow. There is red with dark red. And all of that worked the first time. You have no idea how proud of myself I am right now. Then we go through green and yellow and red again, and they should be lighter borders. Oh, green with light green and yellow. Oh, that looks like a radiant sun. Yellow with light yellow. And red with kind of a putrid looking lighter red, but still, that's good enough. Click to change color. Click anywhere to quit. And you know what? That's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to quit while I'm ahead. Batting 1,000 here. Bring up questions during office hours or during class on Friday, and I'll see you online.